Okay, so what's really standing between you and the job search traction you're looking for? Because most of the women that I talk to, they are not lazy by any stretch of the imagination, and they're also definitely not unqualified. Usually, it's that their mind is spinning and it's going too fast for them to really think clearly. And the difference between spinning your wheels and actually starting to gain traction, it's just one decision. And maybe even trying to figure out how to share your value, but so far it's not really getting the attention that you expected. Or maybe the spinning is happening in your head and there's messages that are rotating like a hamster wheel, thinking, I should be able to figure this out. What in the world am I missing? Or, okay, that's it. This industry is dried up. I need to change careers. Meanwhile, outside of our mental hamster wheel, there's an entire world of support, of strategies that actually work, of verbiage and language that pull out power in your experience you didn't know was there, and a whole world of frameworks that have led to success over and over again, a whole world of expert feedback. And you and I are over here holding life together with a stick of gum, feeling guilty for doing small things, whether it's, buying a new outfit or hiring someone to help us find our style, which, by the way, I'm so guilty of because I was not born with fashion sense. And so I always say, like, it's so much better when someone tells me what to wear than when I pick it out myself. We just DIY things. I used to think DIY was like the only way to go. I just didn't know any better. I would literally say, I'm going to bang my head against the wall until I break through. And I was talking to Martin, this is like years ago now, but I realized I'm really stingy with myself. I grew up determined to be my own fitness trainer, my own nutritionist, my own hairstylist, my own business coach, my own podcast expert. 17 different professions rolled into one. It never dawned on me to bring on someone else, someone who's an expert, to help me reach my goals so much faster. And so today, now that I have seen the light and so benefited from these amazing experts, I want to set some time aside so that you and I can think intentionally about your search to help you to discern the right decision, the right next move. Whether that's a moment of clarity today in the next 10 to 15 minutes to confirm that you're exactly where you need to be, or if it's time to seek support. Either way, over the next few minutes, my goal is to help you walk away knowing what you need to do in this season. Hey there, you're listening to the Uncommon Career Podcast. My name is Patricia Ortega, and I'm your brand strategist, your career coach, and I'm also someone who is so determined to shine a light on the truth that 9 out of 10 times it is not your qualifications holding you back. And so you really don't need to burn down your career and start all over, or close the door in your industry and try to get into a different one. Instead, what you need is a strategy that brings you actual traction. You need that visibility. And today, you and I are going to talk about that one decision that's going to set everything else in motion. Regardless what your decision is at the end of this, it's going to move you forward. But see, here's the truth. You and I, we are not 17 people like I was talking about earlier. You and I, we both have gifts, we have talents, and we have skills. And I know you have amazing experience because every time I meet with a client, I'm like, okay, seriously, this is like fantastic experience we can absolutely leverage. But we do need to be honest that we have limitations. It's like any member of a team. You have the ability to make executive, high leverage, high value decisions, to strategize what needs to be done. But if you're caught doing all the operations, thinking, I'm going to be doing the marketing, I'm going to be doing all the sales, I'm going to be doing this and this and that, there's really no room, no mental space for you to make the big decisions that move the ship in the right direction. And so getting support, it's not a weakness. Getting support is discernment. It's wisdom, it's leadership, and it just might be the decision you need to make. Okay, so now before we get into everything, I would love for you, if you and I are not connected on LinkedIn, that is your very first step, because I'd love to see how you're doing in your search and to send you the resource that best supports the stage you're at right now. If you're looking for the link, it's in the description. Go ahead and grab it or head over to LinkedIn and just search for PM Ortega, all one word. You should be able to find me right away. Okay, so now let's get to the decision we are here to make. Are you on the right track and ready to keep moving forward in full confidence? Or is it time to get support before the stakes get too high? Now, there's 3 questions that I typically ask on a coaching consult. And among other questions and other parts of the conversation, these 3 questions usually help people to decide whether or not coaching is the right avenue for them at this time in their job search. The first question is, where is your bottleneck? So, if you're driving, if you're, walking around doing the chores, no matter what you're doing, imagine in your mind a pipeline. And at the beginning of this pipeline is applications, and at the end is an offer. So now think about your numbers. How many applications have you submitted? How many screenings have you had? Number of first interviews, number of second interviews. If you are someone whose function is a highly technical function, you might have technical interviews. And of course, offers, negotiation. So where is your bottleneck? The second question is, what have you tried? Sometimes I talked to this resume writer, I went with this LinkedIn writer, I, use this AI application to mass apply, whatever the case might be. I tried A, B, and C. But can I tell you, sometimes the answer to that question is harder to come up with. So then my next question is, what's stopping you from trying? I don't know if it'll really work. Or I know you're supposed to network, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it in a way where I come across not as someone who just really needs a job, but as someone who is a contributing peer or a contributing team member, right? Someone who comes with value, not with need. And I'm like, okay, gotcha. So what we're saying here is that there's methods that can work, but you just need the strategy behind how do we make it work for you. So the first question is, where is your bottleneck? The second question is, what have you tried or what's stopping you from trying? And the third question is, what is it costing you? Usually when people come to me, it's like 1 year, 2 years. The longest has been 4 years. I have been trying to crack back into engineering for 4 years. So what's it costing you? Is it time? Is it money? So, for our engineer, we're talking like $100,000 a year. 4 years, $400,000. That's a high cost. But it's not just time and money. What about all the stress and the hit on confidence that happens when you keep trying and it's just not working and you're starting to think it's your qualifications when we both know it's probably not. It's probably verbiage, positioning, strategy, right? So what is it costing you, whether it's time, money, stress, confidence, relationships? What opportunities has it already cost you? All of this. When you think of these answers to these 3 questions, where is your bottleneck? What have you tried or what's stopping you from trying? And what is it truly costing you? And so here's the question. Are you on the right track? Are you moving toward your offer at a solid pace? And I hope that you are. But the other option, is this the time to phone a friend? To tag an expert in? To go 2, 3, 4 times as fast while having less stress? So the goal today was to create space for you to make an intentional decision, to go forth knowing that deep down inside, you got this. There will be no more settling and no more second guessing. Or a time for you to make an intentional decision that getting support in this moment is your most strategic next step. And if you feel like you're at a crossroads right now, you're not quite sure which direction is right for you, do what I do. I always walk it out just a little bit to see what's behind each door. A good way to do that is through our intensive. Now, this isn't going to be full support execution because we're just looking behind each door. We're not actually walking through. But this is going to help you to think in terms of positioning, meaning help me understand how to look for my unique value. Think in terms of strategy, help me understand what's the best way in. And thinking in terms of leverage. So what's the highest impact shift or change that I could make right now? In this intensive, we say big picture, just opening the door to see what is there and how we can look at things differently. And we'll focus, like today, on high leverage clarity and high leverage decision making that then trickles down into all the other parts of your search. Now, if you think that would be helpful to decide, is this something I want to DIY or is this something that I want full support to execute? You can learn more at theuncommoncareer.com/intensive. Again, that's theuncommoncareer.com/intensive. Now, no matter what decision you came to today, I am so glad we got a chance to quiet the world a little bit and be intentional about your decision, whether you're ready to continue and go full steam ahead with zero hesitation on your own, or if you've decided that it's time to tag in an expert and to take the action to move forward in that direction. In either case, though, I'm glad that we got a chance to spend that time today. And until next episode, know that Denise and I, we're praying for you, we're cheering you on, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, thanks for listening. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. If you found this episode helpful, please tap the 5-star review on the show's homepage in your podcast app. It would absolutely make my day, and it helps others discover the Uncommon Career Podcast. Now, to download your free career resources and learn how I help seasoned professionals land amazing offers in as little as 90 days, click on the link in the description or go to theuncommoncareer.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.